you very much for giving me a chance to present my idea here today. This is my last part of trilogy work about ES model, but I'll explain 4 stories very briefly, otherwise difficult to understand. The purpose of this trilogy work is to identify possible accent repeaters through their weak hazard perception skill as a personality traits. To measure hazard perception skill, I focused emphasizing and systemizing theory and its emphasizing quotients and systemized quotient scales as indices of cognitive traits. The reasons why ES model may measure hazard perception skill is as follows. Emphasizing is defined as sympathy towards other people or agents, predicting their behavior promptly, and an ability to move the eye direction to grasp another's emotion through their facial expression. On the other hand, systemizing is defined as predicting a non-agent's system activity and perceive an enteric scene as a system, and then obstruct perception of the sudden appearance of other traffic users which disturb the stable traffic system. ES theory plots as two-dimensional coordinate and measure ES scales as indices. So if a person who have more EQ score than SQ score, the person belonging to emphasizing brain type. So this score, SQ minus EQ score, is used to classify ES type. Based on ES model, I had conducted web questionnaire survey and found 3 points. Firstly, in the figures shown, the scale of empathy quotient on the horizontal axis and the scale of incident experience in the vertical axis. Drivers who have higher EQ have less incident experience based on the variance analysis. So higher EQ drivers is recognized as stronger hazard perception ability. Secondly, when we divide subjects into 4 groups, low and high, EQ and the SQ group, then as shown in this figure, a low EQ and high SQ group located here, and low EQ and low SQ group is located here. Compare with 2 groups, so we understand how systemizing weaken hazard perception ability. Thirdly, this score had significant effect on the incident experience by regression analysis. Incident index is a function of this score. Based on the results from a web questionnaire survey, the pilot research was conducted by measuring directly the relationship between a hazard perception ability of 7 drivers who have different D-score and a driver's physical visual attention ability, that is, gaze response speed to hazard, perceive a hazard in a driving simulator under hasty driving, which affect the vision range using real-time useful field of view system developed by my second work. The results is shown on the table. Visual gaze response speed decreased from normal driving to hasty driving in most cases, but those sizes are different by drivers, which means D-score. So the low D-score drivers, the faster speed to perceive hazard by decreasing vision range. Then, as shown in the scatter diagram, here, a driver response speed decline corresponding to their D-score under hasty driving. So D-score effect on the response speed was obtained from the simple regression analysis. So, to conclude my research, it was revealed that the individual difference in cognitive trait with ES model could be a tool to measure a driver's hazard perception ability and then identify possible traffic accident repeaters. Thank you.